Okay, hello everybody. I am back. So I just got the new unit, Dimachaeri, and I didn't actually get them. I got the beginning one. I got the first stage of their challenges, their seasonal challenges done, and I'm gonna check them out a little bit. I already played with them once in one match, although I forgot to hit record, which really sucked, and oh, I'm disappointed. But it was a pretty decent match. I didn't do amazing with them, but I did do very good with Sons of Fenrir. So I'm very disappointed I didn't actually get that on record. But this time, I'm actually going to look at what they had and kind of show you. Because the first time I did it, I didn't even know what the abilities I was going into with. I was just improvising. So those are my Namcans. I figured I'm not using, berserkers or anything. I actually normally have them on shield maidens, that skin, but I figured why not put them on Namcans. Now this is my current warband build that I'm going to be playing, and so this was a very sloppy match. This is the last 1 minute of the game. I haven't played Dimitari yet, and I want to see if I can get some kills with them. I was hesitant, but I figured end of the match doesn't matter. This is my last unit. I definitely did not do very good this match. It was very sloppy. The other team was just destroying us like most of the match. The fight really never left this area. So I kind of push them in. Now you can see they are pretty strong. Like they get the kills. Look at that. They can tear up. They wow. They almost remind me of maybe a blue version of Berserkers. That's kind of what they remind me of. They're not similar to Berserkers, but they do the same thing. You know what I mean? So a low unit size, hit hard, and can really shred AIs, as you will see in the next video. They just destroy these AIs, and hopefully that'll demonstrate kind of the power of these guys. I think they are a good unit to invest in for sure. I don't see any problems with them, especially in the blue stages. I mean, I would play them, legitimately. I think they've done good enough that they're worth their play. So I did okay. I'm really not good at all. Most thing I did was Namcans. Sons of Fenrir got wrecked. I mean, the two normal good units that I have the best are the last places here. So this siege map, generally, I don't believe all the time, but a lot of times you get a lot of AI players on this map. And so I'm kind of just going to show you what I'm doing here. And so as you can see, I'm going up. I'm going to play super aggressive, and I know a lot of times the AIs like to push up the ladders, so I'm kind of waiting there for the ladders, but I'm also going to, I hop on the cannon, do a little cannon shooting, but this is going to be there's going to be a lot of troops very fast, and it's just going to be chaos, and so I think that these guys will do very good in that chaos, and you will see here just how good they are and how they remind me or take the place of Berserkers on this map, because right now we're in the blue stages where you can only use the blue units. This is my replacement for Berserkers, because normally in this stage of this map, I'm using Berserkers because I know they can get a lot of kills on weak units and never die. And so these guys are going to replace it. Now in the beginning though, I didn't actually think I was going against AIs. I forgot. And so I'm here, I'm getting kind of super aggressive, but when I see him start to form up, I'm like, oh crap. And so eventually I do actually pull back. In a second here, I'll pull back. And so when I see these shields start to form a little circle around their hero, I'm like, yeah, let's not ruin the Dimachaeri, and especially since they're kind of the main focal point of this video I'm trying to make. And so I'm not going to lose them too much, but when they actually push towards me, I figured they're not in tight formation, let's charge them, right? So they push, they're doing pretty decent damage considering we're going against shield units. Obviously, we would do a lot worse if they were in a formation, but we pushed through really easily. I'm not super impressed so far. This is nothing special at all. I'm just kind of breaking through, hacking through, but they do start to do really good and start to really rack up the kills. And I will show that here. I'm just kind of using my hero, enjoying it. This dumb guy, he's dead so fast. Honestly, he's just short bow's gone. Now, that's all AIs, really. They're just being dumb. So this is where I start to realize, okay, this is AIs, I'm pretty sure, and I can start to just be super aggressive and get a lot of kills and not have to worry about it. Like, look, I'm just rushing in the middle of these halberds, not even worrying about it. I know they're AI. I know it's going to be a breeze. Keep pushing with my unit. Keep pushing. I don't want to lose my unit, though. So I want to keep them around for a very long time, especially since, again, their main portion of my video. And I'm going to kind of, I'm going to heal them up, I believe, is what I do here. Yeah, so I go back, I heal them up, especially because I had the guy in the end that was low health. And then when I come back, I'm going to show a little bit of my strategy, at least my thought process when I go into it. So my first thing I'm going to click is 2. And so my kind of idea is when I go to attack, I press 2, they kind of charge forward, lunge forward a little bit, and it also gives them a daze. It dazes them, right? And so while the enemy is dazed, then I press 1. And so it'll be 2, then 1, or right after the other. That's how I use it. There's probably better ways to do it, but definitely I'm going to show here kind of what I'm thinking with it. If I go 2, then 1, once the enemy's dazed, I can hit hard, and then they'll back up a little bit. So they'll kind of form a little bit of distance. So they're charging in here. Not exactly a charge, more like a fast run in. Does a lot of damage. And then they do their second attack, and I'm just rushing with my hero. I know there's nothing to worry about, honestly. They're just AIs. So obviously it's chaos, things retreating, but they seem to do very well in chaos, similar to berserkers. Berserkers, if you just have if you don't have a good formation, berserkers just makes it that much easier. Because you know the berserkers probably already gonna win anyway, but it makes it that much easier for the berserkers to beat you. So I really want to see these guys in the Colosseum, and that'll be next video. I'll see them in the Colosseum map. I'm going to use them, test them out. They probably won't do very good in the Colosseum map, only because it's all AIs. I mean, not AIs, sorry. Because there's gold tier units, in the Colosseum. So that's disappointing. I would have liked to see them kind of keep the blue units in there, or maybe limit the certain amount of units you could actually bring. So basically, it'd be nice to see that these guys, or these new units, would be, how do I say it? I want to see a smaller number of units that can come to the Colosseum, because it seems like everything can come to the Colosseum, and that leaves a lot of powerful units just doing everything. Okay? And so Dimachaeri are really not going to shine in that Colosseum, I guarantee you. I only played a few matches of it, but being that there's Iron Reapers and strong units everywhere, Berserkers just you get for free. I mean, I don't see them doing very good, just because there's just so many higher tier units there. I don't see it as a possibility. Now here, I know this is over, so I retreat, I heal up, but I'm letting my unit get the last of the kills here. So I'm gonna see how many kills I'm at currently. Let's see if one more can get a kill. I can see. Ooh, I'm thinking I'm at 125 actually. So I'm right around 125 kills, which is really good, I think, with Dimitari. Although it's AI, so you gotta understand that. But I'm gonna try to get Sons of Fenrir next, and just kind of have fun. Honestly, in this map, I just kind of have fun, get kills. So yeah, I go Sons of Fenrir next, and it happens that these guys start to charge in right there, and I'm like, oh. Well, I'll take advantage of that. Sons of Fenrir charge them, right? So we're gonna take out these spear guys very quickly. Just they're gone in seconds, right? So Sons of Fenrir just destroying these poor spears or pike militia. Yep, no more pike militia. You are gone. And then I do push up the stairs, seeing that it's kind of scattered, the first bit that's coming down the stairs. But then when I start to see the heroes come down and the big shield, I'm like, oh crap, yep, that's not gonna happen. So obviously, you gotta know when to give up, when you're at a loss. And that was definitely the point where I could not win that fight. I do charge in here. I see this hero just being crazy, so obviously Sons of Fenrir are really good at taking down heroes. So I'm just gonna go here, press 2. I didn't press 2 till later, which was what I should have done earlier. They get a decent amount of kills, but I was surrounded from all sides, so I didn't do very good with Sons of Fenrir, like I could have if I had more time to maybe heal them up, go back again. But it's okay. I narrowly escaped with my life. I use E for escaping a lot, because it's a good escape thing. You run away, you go really fast, and you don't have to attack with it if you don't want to. And so I go Glanclicks. I don't even know how you say them. I don't even know. I can't say them right. But I do these guys next. I'm not as good with the blue, and especially like on the other map where I didn't do very good. I don't do as good in the early stages where you can only use blue units. I think I'm so used to my regular setup, which is Iron Reapers or Shield Maidens, coupled with maybe Berserkers, and then Aura Flame Guards. Like that's my setup. And so because I'm so used to that setup, I tend to do little. It takes me some getting used to going back and reverting back to the blue units. And so that's what I'm doing. But generally, this is my blue unit setup. Although I like to add in cavalry there, because I tend to see that cavalry can be very powerful. Whenever I get a chance, I want to get the what are those guys? The guys that throw javelins on a horse. I forget what they're called. The flamethrower horse guys. Anyway, those are the guys I want to get next as a blue unit, because I see them used quite a bit and they're quite powerful. I've only ever used them once when I got a mercenary, and I did pretty good with them. So those would be my next blue unit to eventually unlock after I completely unlock this season's blue unit. And so I see this after a while. I was really waiting for all of them to come, but they just keep trickling in. And so my thought process is I was waiting till they all were in that little hallway, right? And I would come behind them and hit them. And I knew this would be okay because it's AIs. I'm not going to get trebbed or anything. I thought this would be a very straightforward thing, but I see our people are holding the line just fine. I mean, we're just sitting there. So at this point, I figured, okay, let's move up a little. Let's try to kill this bunch of units here that's just kind of clogging up the gate here. And then they do start to notice me. Look how close they put the archers. Yeah, that's definitely AIs. So these heroes decide to come and rush me, ruin my charge. There still won't be a problem because they're AI heroes. If they were not AI heroes, it would be a serious problem. So I still do decent with them, considering I lost my charge, I lost my power that I normally have in my punch. Obviously, I'm way outnumbered, so I'm just trying to kind of milk the kills here. And I'm thinking they still got a lot of units in reserve, but I will soon find out this is pretty much the last of their big units, and the rest of the game is just, they're out. I mean, this little bunch I'm killing here, that's the last of what they have. That's everything they have left. And so we are definitely going to win this with these. So I go and get Namcans next. I think that's all I have left as far as blue unit. And I'm actually, what I do is I set up a little, I guess, I like to pair Namcan with Scorpio. I'm very good with Scorpio. I like to pair Namcan with Scorpio or Namcan with, what are they called? War Rockets. I tend to pair those, though they go pretty well. Especially with Scorpio. I've been on some high places and just destroyed. Now, I had forgot to get a Scorpio, so I actually put my Namcans there, run back, and do it again. But really, this is the end of the game. They're just, we easily won. We got 4 minutes left. They're not even able to take B. That's, that's just about it there. Come on, Namcans. I do like Namcans. If you don't have Namcans, I recommend investing in them. For a long time, they were my blue unit that I would bring to every battle. Like, even when golds were available. They were my unit that would fill that extra space I would generally have. And so I would bring Namcans a lot because even though they're a blue unit, I could still get kills against higher tier units. And that's one of my main reasons. At first, I thought I would just do this, but then I wanted to be safe. Because occasionally, especially if you're here and you're going against Astral heroes, they will see those archers on the wall and treb them or shoot them or do anything they can to kill your archers. This is the point I realized, oh, I want a Scorpio. Or a Scorpion. Scorpio. Yes. What is it? Oh, I just lost it. I think it's a Scorpio, yeah. Anyway, it's the big cannonball, little trebuchet looking thing. So I'll go get down and get that. So I actually like the horns on my horse. I just recently changed it with the, last season. I changed the French, I guess, feathers on the top of his head to the horns. And if you look at it, it transfers really smoothly. Like, it matches the metal. The metal on the helmet for the Thor horse, the horse of last season, matches very good with the metal on the, look at that, like, it matches very well. And so I just did that. I was like, wow, that just works perfectly. So I got a nice little setup here. Generally, this is not the safest thing, but still, hey, it looks cool. Looks like a very good defensive setup, honestly. If Trebs were out of the picture, this would be a good spot. It probably still is a good spot. I probably could get a lot of kills because normally a lot of units will bunch up down there and just becomes an absolute pain. So yeah, pretty good. And then I'm going to wrap up the battle. I'm going to show you what I do at the end. I end up just sitting there with my archers for a while until we're so low on time that I rush to find any unit I have. And this is the very last of what they have. Just finally making it back to the point in the last little bit of the game. And so me and this other hero are just trying to milk out the last kills we can get. And I'm 287. Can I get 288? I don't think I get 288. 287. So not bad. Not bad. I don't get first place. Not exactly sure why, because I think I had the most amount of kills. Yeah, I had the most kills, but I didn't get first place. I guess somebody got more participation. Yeah, you definitely got. He got 132 in participation. Not sure how exactly, but I think maybe he was on point while I was defending on the main point. A. He's probably on A. But yeah, that's the new unit, the Dimachaeri. I like them. You can see they're pretty good. I mean, 125. I know it's AIs, but dang, these guys, that's a new unit. That's something to look out for.